Hello and welcome, episode 70, nothing, just 70. Can you believe we're only like a couple episodes away from hitting our quota of what we did last game? That's crazy. But it's a long game. Not that long, but it's longer. And with me rambling every 20 minutes, or like every 20 seconds, it's gonna take a hell of a lot. But we continue. We just... Everyone's still here. We're going for round 3.
You see, that's why I chose betray. I did it to save all our necks, including yours.
Thank you, Dio. Alice gritted her teeth. Alice gritted! Alice gritted her teeth and scowled fiercely at Dio, apparently trying to think of her rebuttal, finally snorting indignantly and walking away. Shortly thereafter, the warehouse was filled with the rumbling sound of the doors sliding shut. It's weird, they all did it at the same time, but the first time it was like one after another.
Closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the star round.
Just checking. What?
Star keys are required to open the gates.
Starkey. Miss Starkey from Year 7 English class? Well, that wind is picking up. And there's clouds back again. Isn't it crazy? I'm telling a story of how like clouds are coming and going in like the 1 hour, 90 minutes since I've been recording. But like technically these references like over the course of 2 weeks. That's insane.
There is no set limit on usage of the star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened
So I'm curious
as
what
many
happens.
times as the players wish to open them.
Because it seems like there's nothing after this. Oh jeez. How many times we want, huh? Nothing.
We can play the AB game as many times as we want.
That's literally what I just said.
Right?
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
Oh.
As soon as the gates close, you're a
That's right.
solo assignment.
Yeah, he did. You guys will show me your bracelets. Let's see what all like colors and groups are this time. What if... This is a reference to something long ago. What if... No, that wouldn't make sense. What if Temioji wasn't looking for Zero and just looking for someone in this cold sleep function? Because then the bracelet would fall off and you wouldn't have it injected and you can just like wear a normal bracelet. I don't know. Within moments, a series of wrists extended for me to examine. 6. Red solo. Oh, it's not gonna do it all. Alright. Okay. Blue pair. Or is it... I don't know. Alright. Damn, those two together? Oh, Clover. Okay. Who is that? 1, 2. Is that Tenmyoji? Yeah. That's Luna. Not Luna. Bye. Alice. Blue solo. I see. Luna and Clover are a cyan pair. And Phi and Alice are a magenta pair. The remaining 3 are all solos. K is red, Dio is green, and I'm blue. Dabba dee dabba da. Dabba dee dabba da. Dabba dee dabba da. The virtues last reward, virtues last first reward, virtues last first reward. This is virtues last reward. This is I am a Sigma in my Sigma house. Sigma my car, cause I am so cool. All of my friends are not Sigma too. I have a girlfriend and she's Sigma too. Thank you. So how are the groups supposed to work for the next round? I think the doors are what's gonna be the white ones down the floor be
Yeah,
warehouse.
I heard about those. Alice told me about them while we were here waiting for you and Clover.
I think you've answered my question. How does
I
she
think I've got them figured out.
figure it out? Yeah, so lay it out for us. How the group's gonna shake out this time. I'm curious what they do. Because we've only got one thing after this, which I assume is the ending. So what if like the bomb just explodes? If I know it, I began to explain. Alright. Whoa. It's like an atom. Our whole universe. Tenmyoji and Quark. Oh, they're paired up. That's nice. With me to open one door. Okay. So with Tenmyoji and Quark. Phi and Alice and Dio. Luna, Clover, K.
Oh? Is there only one option?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, that's it. I'm with Tenmyoji and Quark. Is this? No, I've had one with Tenmyoji. This may be the first one I do with conscious Quark, but I don't know. He's conscious.
No other combinations would be able to open the secondary doors.
Dang. I'm gonna keep checking.
Admittedly, Tenmyoji and Quark aren't here for us to check, but I'm sure they're the yellow pair. If they weren't, then Sigma would be stuck without anybody he could pair up with.
Hello.
Oh, God.
Why do they dress so? Or, like, obviously not, but.
I never thought I'd have to put up with Dio again.
Well, you just didn't think hard enough then. Sooner or later, everybody puts up with Dio.
Yeah.
Wait.
What? Why is Dio good in this timeline? Like not good, but like funny.
So, what should we do now?
Kill you.
It looks like we have a lot of time until the primary doors open.
How much money? About 80 minutes.
I'm worried about Quark's condition.
How about let's just go in a circle and say a fun fact about ourselves. Oh yeah, Clover, tell me why we trust
Those pods
Tenmyoji.
can't cure Radical 6. He still needs help.
Well, we don't have anything to lose, so we might as well look for that medicine.
We might be staring down the
Celevir, right?
barrel of it to be continued, maybe.
Yeah. What about the rest of you?
Oh, I'll help.
As
you
will
would.
I.
You would.
Me too.
You would.
Fine.
Okay, thank you.
I guess I can help.
What about you, Sigma?
Too many cooks spoil the broth. I'm just gonna entertain myself in the warehouse, you know. I don't know, play a little bit of tennis. Didn't do today. Of course I'll help. What kind of a jerk wouldn't?
Okay.
Dio.
We should split up and search.
After some discussion, Dio and Kay were assigned to the pantry, Luna and Alice to the treatment center, Clover, Fire, and myself to the pressure exchange chamber. Steve.
Shall we regroup in the Floor B warehouse 10 minutes before the doors open?
Indeed. We all nodded. Kay turned to Alice and Luna.
You are going to the treatment center, correct?
Yes.
Then please remember to tell Tenmyoji where we intend to meet and when.
So you can all kill us.
Okay.
You must also remember to bring Quark with you.
Does his eyes thing move?
I am concerned about removing him from the pod,
I guess I
but
do.
it can't be helped. Without Quark's bracelet, Sigma and Tenmyoji will be unable to open the secondary door.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Good. Looks like we got all that straightened out. Let's go.
Wow, straightened out on July 1st. Come on. Final nod to one another, we split up, each team heading in a different direction. Among Us! So I guess you do a room here. So, this is the pressure exchange chamber.
No, this is the prep room.
Oh.
There are 2 levels. The actual pressure exchange chamber is downstairs.
Oh, would you have to do a thing going down, up and downstairs?
How do you
That'd be
know
insane.
that?
I was here.
Alice told me. She was one of the people who investigated this room.
Did you talk to her when you were waiting for us back in the
Yeah.
warehouse? Well, let's head downstairs then.
Good idea.
Please ask Clover about Tenmyoji. Peck. I got those. Where are the stairs? So this is the real thing.
Seems like it.
Why do they have something like this here?
Well, this is just what Alice told me, but
Apparently, the pressure inside the facility was a lot higher than the pressure outside. How would you know that? That was part of a system designed to keep the virus from getting in. It did, however, mean that we need to go through a decompression process in order to get outside.
remember all those suits along the wall of the prep room?
We're getting another flashback to like 10 seconds ago.
Those keep you from getting infected. We won't even be able to enter the pressure exchange chamber if we don't have them on.
Or what? I see. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait. Okay. Then that newspaper article was right?
Unfortunately, that seems pretty likely.
Dang. The air out there is teeming with Radical 6.
Yeah.
Something's been bothering me.
What is it?
Aren't you saying that if we put on those suits, we can go into the pressure exchange chamber and go outside, right?
Oh. No, we can't do that.
Why not?
The door beyond the pressure exchange chamber is locked up tight.
Dang. Sorry, I'm reading a article in Dutch, I believe, about Max Ballard. NAC. God damn it, it is paywall. It's not even in the right language. Anyway. Dang. Damn it. Just one door between us and freedom.
Well, if you look at it that way, it's the same as the number 9 door.
Yeah, well, not really, because the number 9 door had multiple of these doors too. Okay, yeah, but...
Whatever. We need to be focusing on finding that Accelavir.
Right.
Quark needs it.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll go look around upstairs.
Right.
You two take this floor, all right?
Uh-huh, so you're telling me alone with Clover again? Come on. This is the second time this has happened in the game.
Okay.
Second consecutive game. Don't know why I was expecting a sequel out there. Everywhere we could think of, it turned up nothing. Eventually, I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. I started kissing Clover. Hey, what do you think the deal is with this stuff about the world being infested with some crazy virus? Pandemic seems like it would make the news. I don't remember hearing anything. Wait a minute. You mentioned it, didn't you? Back when Dio was asking questions. We were in the infirmary. Rise after Quark lost it. Shh!
Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, no, but
And then Alice said,
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon.
so what's the rumor she was talking about? I got the feeling you and Alice were talking about the same thing. Over. What do you know? What are you and Alice, anyway? I know what you are. I heard you guys belong to some sort of organization. What is it? I assume that's probably for the puzzle. Clover was quiet for a long time. It is funny how the fact that the puzzle remains unsolved implies that the other group just like didn't do any of it. She bit her thumbnail. Thumbnail! Guys, look at the thumbnail! And looked down at the floor. And finally, she lifted her head. My eyes.
fine. I think I can trust you. Just don't tell Alice, okay?
Okay. Hey, anything against Alice is with me in my books.
Promise?
Pinky promise. Promise. Clover nodded and began to talk. I listened with rapt attention, at a complete loss for words. Here is what she said. Alice and I are agents of the SOIS, which is under jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. Great flag. SOIS stands for Special Office Internal Security. We're an elite intelligence division, like the penguins of Madagascar. Investigates potentially disruptive or dangerous elements, such as domestic or foreign terrorists. Jesus Christ, is a run-on sentence. Oh my god. How long is this How long is this sentence, dude? What? Okay, hold on a minute. I'm sorry to use my mind. The sentence starts here and ends here. How many? I actually counted the words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. 47 word sentence! I mean, I've been known to write those, but that's like essays, dude. Where an elite intelligence offers potentially disruptive or dangerous elements, such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state or citizenry. Our existence hasn't been made public, so there are only a few people who even know we exist. You're probably wondering how I even got involved in something like that, huh? Well, it started when I met Alice here. There it is. I told you that I've played the Nonary game twice before, right? Well, this was after the second time. So, about a year ago. We just escaped. We're all stuffed in this SUV barreling across the desert. Do you reckon Zero the Third's called Zero the Third so that they don't think it's a Kanye behind it? Maybe she is still behind it. I was driving. That's when I saw her. Alice. Standing next to the road with her thumb out. Unfortunately, I didn't see her and I rammed right through. She was already working for the SOIS. I'm just gonna call it the SOIS. She'd been on her way to the building we'd be trapped in as part of our investigation. But on the way there, her car had broken down. I offered to give her a ride, of course. After she got in, we started talking, and it had turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorists she was after were in the building we'd been trapped in. Couldn't see how us playing the Nonary game had anything to do with the terrorists, but Alice had a suggestion. Maybe the two people who trapped you in there are the terrorists. That didn't seem very likely to us. We were chasing after them anyway. But why were they chasing? I guess just to I don't know, see them? Decided to bring Alice with us. Fortunately, we didn't find them. As far as we know, they're still out there now. Well, one of them is dead. And the other one is KK. On the run. Anyway, we're taken back to Soy's headquarters and put into custody. I guess they thought there had to be some kind of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group that we're investigating. They must not have found anything, but after a few days of questioning, they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives. We are living our lives. But things didn't go back to the way they'd been. My mom got real worried about me and my brother, since we'd gotten kidnapped twice now, so she hired bodyguards for us. Oh yeah, Snake, I wonder what he's up to now. Oh, I haven't told you about my brother. Yeah! I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome for one. And he was in both of the last two Nonary games too. So anyway, we've been grabbed twice. Oh, just not gonna talk about him? People behind the two Nonary games were totally different. That didn't matter to my mom though. And after that, all those huge men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. It was awful. We were always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy looking guys. Couldn't stand it. Did they have to be in suits? Could they just be like creepy guys in clothes? I guess that's more pedophilic. Soon I thought we'd finally be free. All that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. School. This time I was really happy was that I was hanging out with my brother. Good thing it's not Kodaka writing this game. So we were talking it over one day and we decided to leave. Like, run away. So we did it! After that we lived on our own. I worked in a cafe and he composed music. Aww, I see that for him. That's a very Snake thing to do. He plays the harp. He started writing this kind of new agey music. We got kind of popular so we didn't have to worry too much about surviving. Yeah, don't worry, we just made a living off of harp music. That's cute. I hope maybe this is gonna come up later. It's gonna be like that's gonna be like the main theme and it's gonna be a harp. Sometimes he'd play at little venues like coffee houses and stuff, and his fans would show up and listen to him play and cry. Wait. Wait. Are the fans going to listen and the fans crying? Or the fans going to see Snake play and cry? Because I think that's really funny. It was like, oh my god, his harp music's great, but I really like the part where he bursts into tears. He does it every gig. Or some of them would meet on their own and recite stuff from the book he'd written and play his songs. Aw, he's actually famous. Honestly, this checks out. Like, I was gonna say, he'd be such a big hit with all the Tumblr girls, but I know he is because I've seen the stuff on Tumblr. I know that sounds kind of like weird and culty. They just do that stuff on their own, okay? My brother doesn't have anything to do with it, and he just showed up one day in cult robes. Anyway, we did that for a while, and then one day, Alice showed up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. Play the harp. Ooh. Is this okay? This is the apple and banana music. But I think this is also one of the escape room music. It is interesting that they're reusing it. I don't think I realized that until I downloaded some of the songs. Anyway, so we have the location she gave us, and it turns out to be the headquarters of the Soys, where they'd taken us after the second Nonary game. They put us in a room with about a dozen or so people who were all about the same age as us. A bunch of them looked familiar too. I really took a moment to realize how we knew each other. They were the kids from the first Nonary game. We were all excited to see each other. Oh my god, it's been so long. Oh, we almost all died together. Oh my god, we were all kidnapped. Oh, you're in the coffee shop? That's no way. I've written a book. Oh. We were hugging and shaking hands and stuff. And then Alice walked in. The whole room went quiet. She walked up to the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each one of us. Again, I know it's just like you looking at us, but I just imagine like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 just staring at everyone. Right now, there is a terrorist organization preparing for a major attack. They plan to hit the Twin Towers. Plans to trigger a viral pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all of humanity, not just any one country. It's possible that we as a species will die out completely. We are doing our best to prevent this, but we need your help. You are what we call espers, who have the ability to access the morphogenetic field. We need that. Cloud update is now completely clouded over, but there's still a little bit of sun. That's weird. I'm guessing you don't know what any of that is, but basically, we can do this thing that's kind of like telepathy. I mean, it isn't really telepathy. That's probably the closest thing, okay? Espers can resonate their consciousness with another person through this thing called the morphogenetic field. The Clover field. The purpose of the first Nonary game was to research that ability. Where was it given that her name was Cloverfield? Was that in this game or the last game? I don't know. So they kidnapped kids who had the potential to do it and threw them into the game. The purpose of the first Nonary game was to research that. Did they kidnap everyone again, or did everyone willingly want to come back? Alice had gathered up all the kids from that experiment. I mean, it had been 9 years since it happened, so we weren't really kids anymore. Anyway, everybody who brought in was an Esper. That included me and my brother, of course. Why do you think I'm making all this up, huh? My brother's actually Snake. I don't blame you. It is pretty crazy. I mean, I was even starting to forget I could do that stuff. When I heard Alice's story, I was like, screw that. I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government creeps wanted me to use some weird ability I had for them? No way. Wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently though. They told Alice they'd do it. It was a job after all. Most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. Thankfully, we're making 6 figures for my harp music. Oh right, I forgot to tell you. She told us how much they'd pay us if we helped. It was a lot. More wealth than you can imagine. I can imagine some pretty big numbers. 100. I was so totally against doing it. My brother told me he'd go along with it whenever I decided to push over, but I did the same. So I decided we were leaving. A couple days had passed, and then Alice showed up at our apartment. We didn't waste time. We were behind them. First Notary game reminded me part of the terrorist organization Alice and the Soys were after. Wasn't that, she asked, something that I might want to know more about? That got me curious. By curious, I kissed Alice right then and there. My brother too. But the clincher was what Seven said to us. He was one of the guys that got abducted with us for the second Notary game. She called him on her phone right then and there, and handed it to us. Seven! You guys are the only people who can do this. We don't know where Junpei is. Junpei! Oh my god, what is this like? Okay, firstly, it's kind of like... I guess it's kind of like... This literally is the Future Foundation. So this is like the first time that Junpei's been mentioned. Kind of. Apart from like all the stuff. I don't know why I was also thinking like Spy Kids 3 or whatever. Like we're trying to... You're our last hope. Please, all of our other agents are missing. We're calling on you. He's gone off to travel the world, looking for Akane. Aww. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice out. But I guess that means maybe he found Akane then. She is dead, but maybe we can do some time shenanigans and bring her back. Ash, Junpei, like 7, another participant from the second owner game. Again, this is good, but like, is this all describing things for people who haven't played the first game, I guess? Kane, one of the people behind the second owner game. That's right, she was behind it. 7 was a Japanese policeman, which was probably how Alice got in touch with him. Anyway, that did it. My brother and I agreed to join the Sois. For the next couple months, all we did was train. Chew, chew, chew. Half the time it was general knowledge and technical skills. And SOIS, that makes sense. So obviously that's how you meant to say it, but I'm going to say a Sois agent needed. The other half was learning how to strengthen our Esper abilities. They'd actually known about Espers for quite a while, and had a lot of techniques that helped us get better and stronger. After several months of hard work, we were finally ready for our first field missions, Cloverfield missions. Mine was an infiltration. My brother stayed at the base so I could relay information back to him. I was supposed to sneak into a research facility, posing as one of their workers, then use the morphogenetic field to transmit what I found back to my brother. But, that's right, everything went wrong. It was a trap. The whole research facility was fake and I got captured. Alice had to come and rescue me. I'd been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother. And Alice used that information to come find me. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. She didn't mention that she killed Alice's dad. Or whoever was there killed Alice's dad. She was even happy to be alive and free, but I also felt ashamed and miserable. Allison free. Allison Brie from... She was carrying me back out. I started to cry. She was just so cool, and I wasn't. That's the takeaway? Got her father killed, and your takeaway is she's so cool. Just to be just like her. What is this characterization? That day I did everything I could to be more like Alice? What? Okay. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we did manage to get something useful. In fact, we were able to figure out where their headquarters was. Directors decided that December 25th, 2028 would be the day we would strike. This time I promised myself we wouldn't screw it up. We then screwed it up. I was finally going to get some answers about something that had been with me for most of my life. Then, on December 22nd, 3 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks while we were going over our plans. Woke up, you were in the warehouse. When I woke up, I realized, dang, this episode's over. That's right, this has been episode 70. We'll pick it back up next play session with episode 71 as we truck so close. But I think maybe next play session I might hit the legendary episode 75. Well, technically I beat it at 75, and then counting episode 76. No, beat it at 76, and then 77 was the post-game talk, which at the time brought me to more episodes than Super Mega's Truck Sim by 1. And then the Funny Boys returned, and now we're even because they're on 1 Truck Sim. As of the 1st of July, they've only made 1 Truck Sim video. They've made 2 more streams, but none of the videos. And I guess the VODs are public, so maybe they're not doing things. Who knows? Anyway, this has been episode 70. I've had a blast doing lots of reading, as you can tell. Actually, it's been fun. Anyway, have a good day, everyone. I'll see you in the next one.
Whoa! You just made it to the end of another awesome Yenbu video. Congratulations! There's plenty more where that came from. Click the subscribe button for more fun videos.